The Mead Diet. I did lose 3 days once. The 3rd Annual Canadian Sasquatch Mead Challenge. Participants: Kevin Clements, Grant Baker, S.J. Poor, Gary Frontine, M.M. Poor, Paulie Detmertz, and your host, Steve Mertz.
Another mead review. Bam! Grant Baker. This one is Baker's Boysenberry Mead. And this one here, the label was a bit wet on this one. Plus there's some rust on the cap. So I think this one might have leaked out a little bit in transit, albeit very little tiny bit. So the label on this is a little hard to read. It says primary. 2 kg of Racaria honey. And I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. Ra Aurora. I'm sure that my brethren in New Zealand are laughing quite heartedly right now over my horrible pronunciation of that word. And there's boysenberries, cinnamon sticks, there are sprigs of saffron, and then the yeast. Go Firm, there's some Firmade, and he used a KV 1116A. Yes, I know that yeast. Original gravity was 1.113. Secondary was boysenberries. Finished gravity was 1.011, so it really dropped down 4 weeks. Aged in a keg for 9 months before bottling. ABV is about 13%. I've got my bottle opener. Brew tubers representing, baby, right there. Let's get a crack into this. A little bit of a hiss, not much. Oh, there's no lining on this cap at all. I have never seen one of these before. That is different. Look, no lining at all. It's just a metal cap. There's no, a lot of times there's either, if it's an older one, it could be cork. There's a, like a poly lining in there as an oxygen barrier. Interesting. Very interesting. Let's give her a pour. Oh my Lord. Look at the color of that. Oh man. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, 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 wow. Let me turn this off. Wow, wow, wow. I love the color of that. I can see through it. My lighting down here for the video is horrible, but that is absolutely clear. When I have the light on the other side of it, I can see straight through and read what's on the back side of this glass. It is a purplish ruby color, clear as a bell. A little bit of bubbles there on top, which is kind of cool as well. It's got lacing on it. Wow, I love the look of this mead. Oh my God, it's beautiful. That is so gorgeous. Let's go in for a smell. Oh yes, I am just getting... Oh, berries. I'm not really sure what a boysenberry is. I think I've had it before, but I can't really remember exactly. But this is very like wild raspberry smelling. Oh, it's beautiful. Lots of berry. Love the aroma on this. I'm getting a little bit of a grapey, like wine, almost like almost like a red wine, a little grapiness to it. I'm picking up a little bit of the alcohol in the nose, not a great deal. I'm not really getting a bunch of honey, but it's a great sweetness. It's almost like we have a honey over here that I had used, sage honey, one time, and it was definition of sweet, not really like your typical orange blossom or clover honey that we have everywhere. It was just sage honey, was just straight up sweet. And I'm getting a sweetness in the nose, so what a nice blend. I gotta taste this. Cheers. Thank you, Grant. It's so cool. I can see down through that ruby color. Wow, that is a pleasure. This is like wine. I mean, this is wow. I don't know where to start with this one. It is like a fine red wine. It really is. It dries off. This has been the most drying mead out of the bunch so far. It's I have to kind of compare it to a wine. It is wow, where do I go with this? This is very complex. This is wonderful. It there's the dry quality of it isn't like if you have a real super dry red where it just really leaves your mouth completely dry and done. This doesn't do that. This actually does finish off nice and dry, but it leaves a residual sweetness and a warmth inside your body, which is fantastic. The front notes are berry. I mean, I breathe in as I'm taking the sip, and I'm just getting this wonderful berry notes in the front. Still, some of that grape that I get in the nose is following through into the flavor profile as well. This will be the second one that's kind of wine-like. And I remember the other one that was wine-like. It was very, very much down my road as far as liking a wine. This one, as a wine, would be like my perfect. This would be like my perfect wine, table wine. This would go so good with a rare steak, sweet potatoes, maybe done up. With a little bit of cinnamon sugar on the sweet potatoes and vegetables, your favorite vegetable. Actually, make the sweet potatoes a mashed sweet potato, a ribeye, a nice juicy, rare ribeye where you can just bite into the fat and just let it get into your beard. Oh my God, this is good. Oh man, I gotta stop. Okay. I'm going to go back into the rest of this. I'm going to grade it, and I will be back for some final thoughts. Howdy, folks. I am back with my final thoughts. I've been playing around with this particular mead, thoroughly enjoying it from crack the whole way through to these last final sips. As this mead warms up, those wine qualities are still there. They're still very predominant, but as it warms up, it actually gets very more silky smooth. Flavor profiles usually really change, throughout from chill the whole way to warm, as you go through your drinking of it and reviewing it and whatnot. This is the same. It has changed. Some change for the better, some change for the worse. If they were good at the beginning, some continue to be good towards the end as they warm up, and this is actually one of those. The flavor profile has changed a good bit. However, it's just as enjoyable as it was when I first took it out of the refrigerator. The nose has not changed. The nose is like beautiful. Yeah, this has been a joy. So I'm going to get out of here. I've got my notes. I have one left to fill out, and I have one more mead to review. So, wow. Thank you again, Grant, for taking part in the 3rd annual Worldwide Mead Challenge. This has been a pleasure, as are all of them. They've all been a pleasure so far. I have thoroughly enjoyed every single one of these. And again, I think I said it before, I'll say it again. If you have an opportunity, if Steve continues this, I highly suggest people jumping in, because this is just a different world. It's a totally different world. So down to my final chug. Cheers. This is S.J. Poor from Little Face Brewing. Enjoy the fruits of your labor and make yourself a mead like that. Cheers.